So, it was right after I broke up with my fiance. Things got ugly and we yelled at each other all the time. We broke up again and again over the phone. I had to do it alone. With my boyfriend gone and my parents in Korea, I didn't have anyone to talk to. I love my friends, but I didn't want to go to them. So I went out at night instead. After a few weeks of partying, I wound up in some guy's apartment seeking the only connection I thought I could get. It left me feeling more empty and alone than ever. After that, I stopped partying. Nothing was fixed, but I had exams coming up, so I tried to forget until the hospital called. I walked for an hour to get there. Somehow, riding the bus seemed wrong, suffocating. You have chlamydia, they told me. Shit. I had the guy's number, so I called him and let him know that I got STI from him and that it was treatable. It was fine. I was fine. But as I was telling him, he stopped breathing. He was quiet for a long time. I waited. Finally, he said, I might have HIV. I stopped breathing. I was freaking the fuck out in shock. I hung up the phone, alone again. This time, I knew that I could not deal with it by myself. I called and made an appointment for an anonymous HIV test at the Sherborne Health Center, but I didn't know how I would walk through the doors. I needed help. Not just a body to connect with, but a person to tell me that it would be okay. For the first time, I wasn't just reading about HIV in a textbook. I was living in fear of it, sick to my stomach and alone. She changed all that. We met at a sex positivity workshop a few days after the call from the hospital. We exchanged numbers and I was able to talk to her. I hesitated, but eventually I told this stranger that I'm worried about the possibility of contracting HIV. Her immediate reaction was unbelievable. I heard her saying, I can accompany you if you like. I know what it is like to go through the process. Her voice was calm and it gave me the strength to say, yes, please. I was relieved. Suddenly, I had someone to support me. That's it. That's all I wanted. It was nice to hear somebody else saying it aloud, that it's gonna be okay. She is now my partner, and we've been together ever since. I actually found my special someone at the worst moment of my life. I really needed someone to tell me out loud that everything was gonna be okay, that it is not going to be the end of the world, instead of judging me.